All right, hey everyone, here we are. We're going to do a 9-hole expert campaign. So here you can see, you may or may not, depending on how large your driver is, be able to use topspin or no topspin. I'm just going to do it. It's going to put it well beyond the tree line here. And as you can see, towards the back of the pin, occasionally I'll just kind of go straight up here and not use the backspin, but I really do like the backspin. It gives a lot more control, especially in a shot like this. I can probably go max with the backspin and it'll probably land pretty close to about perfect. Should be pretty close. It might be, it's hard to say. It might come up just a touch short. But you'll see that I try to go exact as possible. Then just try to grind this out, and sure enough, it is a little bit short. So if I really wanted to get that there, would have needed to do the rollout. But with the rollout, you always, are kind of in fear of putting. Oh, I thought I definitely pushed that up. When you bring it in with no backspin, it has a tendency, especially towards that back, to roll to the rough, and that's a very bad mistake, especially for hole number 1. You got to be thinking in terms of points at all times, so you don't want to forfeit too many points at any time. So here we are. We're going to be coming in, and as you can see, I can barely get that 5-wood out here and get it here. You can see this is going to kind of set up perfectly. It says left 1. I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of here, left 1 uphill, 5 yards uphill, 4 yards into the wind, maybe 98, 99%, somewhere in that vicinity. Oh, I reset it. Crap. A very nice look at that. And a nice look, just not good enough though. So there you can see, we're putting some good points together here. So far, might as well stay aggressive, because with that, I might as well try to go for this a little bit with the backspin. This should come in relatively close to full club. That's more or less what I'm going to try. Hopefully I can get relatively good. I'm going to try to, it looks pretty good. Let's just go with that. And it is coming in just a little bit too hot. So I did want to, kind of avoid that rough short. So I was just being a little bit too careful. But again, you don't want to throw away that 60 points so early. And if I miss the pitch, it gets even worse. So, hopefully there'll be other opportunities to take some chances. Hopefully even this hole will be one. I want to just see what the pin looks like up there. I'm thinking 210-ish here. So just trying to get this up here as far as possible so we can stay as aggressive as we can. 57. This is going to come in a bit too much. I might try to hit a controlled draw as well. Control fade. Just to create kind of a little bit better angle. So I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of aiming here. And just a touch of fade. Not very much. The backspin. The backspin's probably actually pretty perfect. So let's go backspin, maybe full power. So I'm going to just try to hit just the slightest draw. So it looks like maybe right around there. That might even be too much, I got to be honest with you. I'm even trying to go even less than that. Let's try that. Oh, didn't give it to me. So that was a beauty. I mean, what was that? 4 feet? 5, 7 foot? Oh, man. Can't believe from 250 they didn't give me that. Man, that was right in there. Just a nice light cut. And here's an opportunity to where you get to potentially go for this. So with what I'll typically do here is is maybe backspin it, but you got to keep it out of those trees too. Very tough thing to do. Very easy to hit these branches. But it's really the only way that you can get there. So let's go backspin. Try to just hope for a miracle more so than anything. That's essentially what it's going to take here. And you do have to worry about water when you do this too. Oh, so it did go right through the branches, and you can see with the backspin, we put it right on the front of the green here. And we're able to really get this around going with that shot. So if you can do that in pro campaign, even better. As you can see that nice score boast. That's 300 some points on one hole. So if you can ever get a win like that, but you also, you could just as easily hit those tree branches. So, always a risk there, or you could hit the tree trunk. A lot of things can go wrong on that shot. But as you can see, it can be done. So here, 7. I'm just going to go straight up here. I don't know if it's going to get there. It's probably not, to be honest with you. But it's worth the risk, because going up to the 70 club is probably going to be even a tougher make. I'm not sure I played enough wind. I didn't. So I don't think it was going to get there anyway, so I guess I shouldn't feel too hurt. It looks like it was coming up like 1 yard short. So let's go roll here. Try to get something going. Try to get that up as far as possible. Get this up as far as possible. And then typically I'll go backspin on this one every time, especially on pins like that. That goes double for pins like that. It's typically uphill into the wind. It's probably going to be pretty close to 100% here. Very, very close. Now down and to the right, we're going to need to overplay this wind. I am just going to crush it because it's such a tight pin. And it looks like I'm about 1 yard line, 99%. I knew it needed, it was way up there. I would have needed like a 99 for that to come in. But it would have gave me some more great shot points if I could have got that dialed. That's more or less what you want to try. Now, I've kind of showed you this. This is kind of the only win where you can start to do this. It's going to be at least a silver tee, and it might be a gold tee. This is a good, perfect wind opportunity to try to go for this. I have the round going. I guess let's just do it. I mean, I hate wasting these tees on kind of like a pointless shot. But let's just move this up. We'll go backspin ball. We'll go backspin ball. Don't think that's enough. That might be too much. That's probably right where I want it. And it looks like it does just get up there. So again, and it looks, with that golden tee, as my clubs develop, I'll be able to, one more level up, I can probably get it with a silver or bronze. So it's just going to require one more level of club. But all in all, this is going to be a pretty sweet guide. I've got 2 shots like this. All right, going up through the trees and pulled off some great eagles on this setup. So here you can see, this would have been a great round to have for a pro, because, there was a good chance that I was going to give this a run for its money. So here we're going to do this with just a slight slice here. You can see just pointing it just a little bit. We're just going to bend it just slightly. To keep it over towards the right hand side. And same with this. I might bring this in with also a little bit of a slice. Oh no, I don't have the grabber. So I'm either going to have to go super. I didn't realize that I was getting tight on those. I'm going to have to buy some more. I'm not sure I can go no ball on this. 210. Well, 210, I might be able. No, but here's the problem. It's going to come in too hot. It's not going to stop. Oh, brother. So this is a decision, you know, because I'm out of those balls. I really don't want to use 150 for a ball. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Doesn't seem like this shot's worth it that much. I hate using a super backspin. All right, well, let's just go with this. I'll try to bring it in just a little bit less. So I'm going to hit just a slight slice as well. You can see with what I'm doing. I'm thinking somewhere around here just to be on the safe side. 97, 98%. As I mentioned, slight slice. I shouldn't have played it quite as aggressive. Just a little bit of a mistake. However, you know, we're plenty for points, and that's one of the main reasons that I didn't want to overdo it. I should have just aimed just a little bit more to the left. I shouldn't have quite played that aggressive. But that's more or less what you want. And here's another look where you probably would want the backspin. However, we won't need it. But you can see with the 52, I'm thinking maybe less 10%, give or take. So right around 90. So just a little bit too much, but you can see the line was coming in pretty nice. We are going to get a bogey there. It's not really going to matter, but you can see what that does to your score. Essentially takes away a score, a whole score's worth. So if I would have got 200 more points, you know, if I would have been able to put up a 200 there, it was probably enough for pro campaign to get 3 stars. So keep that in mind. That's essentially the equivalent of what you need to do for a pro campaign. It's unfortunate that I ran out of balls there because I wouldn't have had to play that nearly that aggressive. And I could have just, you know, played it safe. But, you know, that's the first thing that I'll do is I'll just essentially go back and we'll go to, you know, the balls and make sure that we purchase them. So instead of buying one for 150, I'll buy 120 for 2,400. So that's why I'm like, well, it really doesn't matter. I'm getting my 3 stars either way. But, you know, use those tips. Good luck with your round, and see you guys on future guides.